94.9 FM The Game. I'm your host, Poddy Ali. We got the lovely MYA, Grammy Award-winning, nominated, every accolade you can never imagine. She's done it. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful. I see you're killing it overseas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been getting. That's what I've been getting. The impression from your manager saying you've been overseas, just going nuts.
No. Yeah, what I do.
So what's been going on besides that?
I've been working diligently in the studio, wrapping up a couple of projects. The first one will be out this year, very soon. And that will be the 13th studio project. So it's been a lot of work, and I'll be premiering in a TV show on March 2nd called Fifth Ward. It's a six-episode series. It takes place in the heart of Houston, Texas. It's Fifth Ward urban community,
Okay.
and I play the role of a single mother of three boys.
That is remarkable. That is lovely. So, to our listeners, we got a lot of youth out there that just trying to find their way, and they look up to people like you guys. Um, what is it in a studio? Briefly, what is it in a studio session with Maya to make you come up with these hits? Like, what is that? How does that work? Briefly, if you can explain to them.
Well, I first of all empower myself to learn how to engineer. So I have my own studio and equipment, and that allows me to create freely
Hmm.
so that I preserve my budget because recording in a major studio or a big studio can cost a lot. So that's the first step, to learn multiple skills so that you can create. Step two, well, sometimes I work with girlfriends, that can just chill, laugh, kick it with me, watch a TV show, a documentary, get inspired by looking at someone else's life, or we talk about ours.
Right.
Or I'll just be sitting on a plane somewhere or, at home, and I come up with a concept or have a dream,
Right.
and I wake up out of my dream and I have to write it down, and melody comes to me. So it doesn't really work one way. Um, but working with producers that actually play music, meaning an instrument, is probably the easiest to create because it's actual music and not just a drum programming kit. And
Right.
so working with other artists or creators is a quicker process because there's a lot of synergy in the room and everyone has ideas, and very little these days do I get writer's block. Things just flow now. So it can work any kind of way you like it to work. I have a voice app on my iPhone where I just take little notes of melodies and lyrics and write it down on my phone sometimes. So that's
That's
how it goes these days.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So do you think, as the industry is right now with all the social media and stuff like that, was it harder back then or easier than it is right now?
Okay. Well, I would have to say that today it's easier to get discovered because
Right.
you don't have to live in New York City, London, or California because of the internet. There are all kinds of shows as well where you can participate online with your votes or on the phone where the TV comes to you, or the American Idols and the X Factors or The Voice gives people all across the globe opportunities to get discovered. The internet allows you to upload your own music on SoundCloud or iTunes or TuneCore and CD Baby if you're an independent artist and still sell your music. And
Mm.
so it's a lot easier as far as being able to put out music. As far as being a superstar, well, it's a lot harder nowadays because there's so much of everything
Right.
in every industry, and it's harder to stand out because there's no more artist development, because of budget cuts, because of the internet, because albums are not selling as much as they used to because of the internet. And so the commitment from major labels and the success of major labels is lesser and lesser nowadays because of the accessibility of music for free illegally now. So
Yeah.
that changed the game a bit. But that doesn't mean that you don't or you can't make music and still win. There's all kinds of things that you can win from, whether it's publishing, and the songwriting aspect, placement, singing, licensing in commercials or movies, voiceovers. There's a lot of things, you can make money from along with touring if you're a performance artist.
Right.
So getting into your craft and kind of expanding outside of just trying to be famous.
Right.
You don't want to get into music if you're looking for money, because it takes more money to make music than you're going to make initially. And it's a big investment.
Mm. Another question, like this is what I truly admire about you, is that like it's a lot of different people that's been out, a lot of different stars and stuff, and you've reached that plateau of you've not been in the tabloids of this craziness and nuttiness that goes on out here, and sometimes people try to reinvent themselves, and then a sex tape come out or something like that. I really truly admired that about you. How did you stay out of that lane?
I mean, people throw you in it anyway with
Right.
rumors and lies. But, I mean, to each his own. Whatever works for another person might not necessarily work for another. So there's no hate or judgment on people that take that route. It is what it is. I have been in tabloids because of lies, and people that others like to attach me to. So, I mean, there's no way of avoiding it. Even if you're trying to be Mother Teresa and busy and celibate and single, there's always something that's going to be said about you, and that's just life. And high school prepared me for that. So I can't really tell you because I don't have a squeaky clean image, but,
Right.
you know, um,
It happens. No, because I mean, like,
it's entertainment. It's show business, and
right. Because
photographers get paid. These blogs that have clickbait titles and clickbait news get paid advertising dollars, so they abuse people however they want to. And whoever leaks somebody's sex tape is getting paid too. It's a business. If you look in your own sex tape, it's a business.
right,
Somebody's getting a check. Somebody's getting a check. So
somebody
I
cutting the
can't
check.
really. Somebody's cutting a check somewhere, and people will sell you down the river for money. And so I roll dolo a lot of times because I don't trust everybody,
Right.
but I'll stay close to people. If the only people that I trust are allowed into my operation because I learned early, with the snakes and the sharks.
Right. Yeah, because it's man, it's crazy. I was just we just had Wyclef on the show, and he was just explaining that to us about what happened to him in Haiti and stuff getting leaked and stuff like that. And he elaborated on a lot of people are looking out on the outside looking in that a lot of celebrities have this a phobia and a lot of stuff where you have to put up this brick wall, and it's not always cookies and cream. Can
That's
you
right.
yeah.
It's not just celebrities. You just got to watch people, and agendas. And it's okay for people to have agendas to get out of someone what they want, but it's when the agenda compromises who you are, your integrity, your privacy, that you got to
Exactly.
watch out. It's okay for people to ask or want something from you, and it's okay for you to want something from another person. Just be transparent about it, be clear, and don't sell somebody down the river or disrespect and betray them.
Talk to
Those are
him.
the rules. Yeah. Those are the rules to life. It's protocol in this, and karma is real too. So it's just watching your back. You don't have to be a celebrity to watch your back. It's sketchy and it's tricky out here.
Man, it is,
But
man.
there are good people in the world too, so it's not all bad. But it's great to have your eyes open and look over your shoulder and dot your I's and cross your T's, especially when it comes to paperwork, to protect yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. As far as like this is a big thing where I get a lot from a lot of youth. Um, they say, what's the difference between a 360 deal and a joint venture deal? If you can briefly explain that.
A 360 deal means a circle. So everything that you do in life, meaning your name, your likeness, your brand, is owned by a company.
Wow.
And whatever you choose to do, whether it's a movie, whether it's a book deal, or it's a television show, or it's a sneaker line, or you want to become a teacher or a producer and a director of a film, or whatever it might be. So they're taking a cut out of all of that, not just the music. A joint venture deal usually means that you're partnering up with a situation, whether it's a distribution situation or something else. And um, they're not taking a portion of your entire life and profit. So that means that you're more financially, you're financially responsible for more.
Right.
So you have to put up more, but you're also making more at the end of the day. 360 deals mean that that label or that company is investing 100% into you. You got to pay it back, and they're going to get their money back, not just from one aspect, but from all aspects of what you do.
Wow.
So it's
Talk.
a big loan.
Right. Right. Because a lot of guys are they're putting a lot of shade on the 360 deal, and then there's this other guy that was saying like, no, just take the deal. Any deal is a good deal. And I'm like, I don't know.
Any deal is not a good deal, but opportunity, opportunity's not. It depends on what the percentages are at the end of the day and what they're guaranteeing you, and then how long you're married to the deal. Because if you're dormant and you're signed to an entity for about 10 years, and you can't do anything, even if they're not putting up money and taking care of, your life, then that's a piece of crap deal because that holds you hostage as a slave and
Right.
an inmate, basically. So you can't even go outside of that system and even thrive in what you signed up for because you're owned. Your own existence and your name,
Right.
your likeness, your image, all of that is owned by another company.
Mm.
So it depends on the terms because every deal is different. And you have to assess what's going to work with you and for you.
Mm. So did you take any training in your dancing or anything like that, or is that all natural?
I'm a trained tap dancer, and I've had ballet, jazz, tap, gymnastics lessons. I was a captain of my pom-pom squad in high school. I choreographed dance teams, and teaching dance was my first job at 14. But, I mean, I can't really say I'm trained in anything as far as ballet goes. I mean, I've taken classes and been a part of great companies, but I'm not a trained dancer. I'm more of a musician, and music allows me to do any kind of style of dance because
Right.
of the talking and rhythm. And I am a trained tap dancer, like rhythm hoofer tap dancer. I did extensive training in that with tap masters. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I mean, like from like I said, following your career and stuff like that, that was the one thing that we differentiated you from a lot of different other artists, is that you